19th May. This is 130th birthday of great revolutionary, legendary hero, Comrade Ho Chi Minh. Comrade Ho Chi Minh was born in 1890, and the great hero who was responsible for liberation of Vietnam is remembered all over India and everywhere in the world as great anti-imperialist fighter. Comrade Ho Chi Minh was born in a poor family, and right from his childhood he was very troubled by the fact that his country was governed by a foreign nation. Vietnam was under France at that time. Actually, 1890s was the period when most of the European countries had colonies in Asia and Africa, and this unjust, unfair relationship between Asian countries and European countries troubled him a great deal. And it was the purpose of his life to free his country from imperialist domination and colonial control. From very young age, he joined a ship as a cook and traveled all across the world. He went to various countries. He went to France, and in France he joined the Socialist Party of France, and he had friends there, left-wing friends. And there he realized that these left-wing friends in France, young people, although they talked of socialism in France and they had personal sympathy with him, but they were not ready to make a clear statement that what France is doing in Vietnam is wrong, unjust, and unfair, and France should free Vietnam from its colonial domination. And he said a country which had a history of French Revolution, which talked of liberty, equity, and justice, how can people there be indifferent to the barbaric rule of French government, French ruling power on the poor people of Vietnam? After that, he went to Russia, and in Russia, he came under the influence of what Lenin was doing at that time, because Lenin, after having socialist state in Russia, had started Third International, Comintern, and in the second Congress of Third International, he made a clear statement that anti-colonial struggles of third world countries, anti-colonial struggles of African and Asian countries are organically linked with the socialist revolution of Soviet Union. And he told communist parties in all these countries that you support your national freedom struggle, because national freedom struggle, anti-imperial struggle, is a step forward for a socialist world, which was something with which young Ho Chi Minh found answers to all the questions which were troubling him all his life. And then he also met M.N. Roy, who had also submitted his thesis along with Lenin, saying the same thing, that anti-imperial struggles of third world is organically linked with the socialist revolution of Russia. After that, he had great desire to meet Lenin, and he was in Moscow in 1923, and he expressed his desire that he would like to once see Comrade Lenin. But then he was told that Comrade Lenin was not well. He was already ill at that time, and it won't be possible to see him. And then there is one instance which has been reported by an Italian friend of Ho Chi Minh, which I'd like to narrate to you, because it shows the determination of that young man and his devotion and his commitment to Lenin's theory and Lenin's ideology and Lenin's personality. So he's saying that it was January 1924 when Moscow was having minus 40-degree temperature, and we were all sitting in the warm room inside a hotel, and we heard a soft knock at the door. And when we opened the door, a young, frail man entered who was not even properly clad. And he said his name was Comrade Aycock. And Comrade Aycock said that I have come here to go and visit trade union house and see Comrade Lenin. We told him that you cannot go out at this temperature with these clothes. You please come inside, have a cup of tea, and wait for a day. We shall arrange some proper clothes for you, and then you go there by all means and pay your respect to Comrade Lenin. He heard that he had tea with us, and then he went inside, and we thought he's resting in his room because he has taken our advice and he will wait till tomorrow. And then we didn't see him the whole day. This is his Italian friend's narration. And then 10 o'clock at night, we again hear a soft knock on the door. And when we open the door, we find Comrade Aycock standing there, all blue in the face. His hands were trembling, his whole body was in fact trembling because he had gone out in that minus 40 degrees to pay his tributes to Comrade Lenin. He came inside, and although his body was trembling and he was blue in red, blue in his face, he said, I could not wait till tomorrow to pay my respect to Comrade Lenin, and I'm sorry I could not take your advice. And then he said, can I get a cup of tea? So that was his commitment and that was his strength, that whatever may be the condition, whatever may be the circumstances, he would like to go and not pay his respect to Comrade Lenin, but connect with Comrade Lenin's ideology, connect with Comrade Lenin's personality, and get inspiration to do similar things, similar revolutionary things in his own country. And then after that, we know what Ho Chi Minh did in Vietnam, what kind of a leader he was, and his modesty and his humility was, in complete contrast with his strong determination and very stern commitment to his purpose of freeing Vietnam from French colonial clutches. Comrade Ho Chi Minh also had very close relations with India, and another instance that I'd like to narrate to you is that in 1947, before India got independence, All India Students Federation once celebrated, observed a day to show its solidarity with Vietnam. It was a Vietnam Day in January 1947. And they took out a procession, and the police repressed them, and there was firing. In that firing, 2 young students died, and one, I think Ramamitra Sen was his name, he got hurt in his legs. This happened in 1947. After that, in 1958, Comrade Ho Chi Minh came to India, and he was in Calcutta, where he was to address a meeting. Jawaharlal Nehru was sitting by his side, and of course Jawaharlal Nehru had great respect for Comrade Ho Chi Minh, and it was a big occasion that Ho Chi Minh had come to India. So he had arranged for a special seat for Ho Chi Minh. A small, frail person, he saw that special chair and he said, no, I cannot sit on that. I want a simple wooden chair, I can only sit on that. That was his modesty, And he sat there, and then he was told that Comrade Ramamitra Sen was in the audience. He had come to attend the meeting, and as soon as he heard that, he got down from the stage, he located him, he hugged him, and he paid his respect for showing solidarity to Vietnam so many years ago. That was the kind of person Comrade Ho Chi Minh was. He knew how to love people. He loved people, and because he loved people, he could understand their problems and their tragedy and their humiliation, and then the purpose in life was to get them free from this humiliation and get them together in solidarity and in love together. Great salute to Comrade Ho Chi Minh, and we all take inspirations from him, because colonial days are gone, but imperialist domination over Asian and African countries is not over, and we have to overthrow that, and we have to work towards a just and equitable society where every human being gets his proper respect and gets full freedom to develop his personality to the maximum possible way the way Marx had imagined, the way Lenin and Ho Chi Minh and Fidel Castro have worked for it. And we may not be great leaders, but in our own small capacity, we all take a pledge today that we shall fight for such a society. I would like to give thanks to Comrade Archishman Raju. He is at the moment in Philadelphia with Saturday Free School. He works with Black Americans Radical Program. He is a PhD student and he wrote an article on Ho Chi Minh in which he narrated these two instances. One about how Ho Chi Minh went to see Lenin, and another was his visit to India and uh, his behavior on that day when he went and found Arma Mitra Sen and hugged him.